I'm Bill Hyland, the historian of St. Bernard Parish, and today's slice of St. Bernard history will be about Dr. Louis-Alfred Ducros. Dr. Ducros lived in this house from 1909 until his death in 1945. He was coroner of St. Bernard Parish during a very critical period in our history, and he was a pioneer in public health in the United States. Louis-Alfred Ducros, MD, was born in St. Bernard Parish April 14, 1869. His mother was a descendant of colonists from the Canary Islands who were settled in Louisiana between 1778 and 1783 and founded St. Bernard Parish in 1779-1780. Dr. Ducros' younger sister tragically died of yellow fever in 1883. It was then that he decided to pursue a career in medicine, and with the strong urging of his mother, he was able to complete his training at Tulane Medical School in 1896. In fact, Dr. Ducros was the first St. Bernard native to attend medical school and be graduated from medical school. He studied medicine under the accomplished stewardship of Stanford E. Shai. Dr. Shai became nationally renowned as the father of public health in the United States. And Dr. Ducros became one of his most prolific and effective disciples in spreading public health practice here in Southeast Louisiana, particularly in St. Bernard Parish. When Dr. Ducros began his medical practice, the community he served was totally unaccustomed to a scientific approach to medicine. Gradually, Dr. Ducros introduced the use of bleach as a disinfectant, insisted on residents taking vaccinations, and generally, through relentless effort, began to bring St. Bernardians into the 19th and early 20th centuries through the use of preventative home health practices focused on hygiene. The last yellow fever epidemic in the United States in St. Bernard was in 1905. Dr. Ducros worked tirelessly day and night to tend to patients who were stricken with fever, and none of his patients died. The same, regretfully, was not the case in 1918-19 during the Spanish influenza pandemic, when perhaps more than 1,500 St. Bernard residents died, particularly in the fishing villages of easternmost St. Bernard. Dr. Ducros ultimately urged the closure of all public places in 1919 and spent much time at Delacroix Island caring for the ill and dying. Chelito Campo and Rosal Ducros tenant both remember Dr. Ducros advising residents not to leave their homes and, upon emerging outdoors, to wear handkerchiefs or bandanas soaked in whiskey over their noses and mouths. Those who followed that advice, as did Chelito Campo, survived to tell the awful story of what happened. Turiano Alfonso, himself a traditional healer or curandero, built caskets with Dr. Ducros' help and the help of his sons. Hundreds were interred by Turiano in a mass grave in St. Bernard Catholic Cemetery. Dr. Ducros' great legacy to St. Bernard Parish was his unblemished public service to the people of this community. He always considered the people of St. Bernard his people, and he worked tirelessly not only to introduce modern public health practice in this community, but he also worked tirelessly to see to it that even people from the eastern part of St. Bernard Parish had an opportunity to finish not only high school in our public high school, but to go on to Tulane University. So you see, Dr. Ducros influenced so many people, he touched so many lives, and unfortunately, he's become an obscure figure in our history, but maybe we can begin to remedy that now.